All right, so we are at Heritage Port today for story time. So, are you guys ready? We hit the floor together, hit the floor together, hit the floor together because it's fun to do. We clap our hands together, clap our hands together, clap our hands together because it's fun to do. You remember this one? We wiggle our fingers together, wiggle our fingers together, wiggle our fingers together because it's fun to do. We wave our arms together, wave our arms together, wave our arms together because it's fun to do. We kick our feet together, kick our feet together, kick our feet together because it's fun to do. And we all say hello, we all say hello, we all say hello because it's fun to do. What about, you want to do 5 little monkeys jumping on the bed? All right, 5 little monkeys jumping on the bed. One fell off and bumped his head. Mama called the doctor and the doctor said, no more monkeys jumping on the bed. 4 little monkeys jumping on the bed. One fell off and bumped his head. Mama called the doctor and the doctor said, no more monkeys jumping on the bed. 3 little monkeys jumping on the bed. One fell off and bumped his head. Mama called the doctor and the doctor said, no more monkeys jumping on the bed. 2 little monkeys jumping on the bed. One fell off and bumped his head. Mama called the doctor and the doctor said, no more monkeys jumping on the bed. 1 little monkey jumping on the bed. He fell off and bumped his head. Mama called the doctor and the doctor said, no more monkeys jumping on the bed. Good job. If you want to hear a story, clap your hands. If you want to hear a story, clap your hands. If you want to hear a story, if you want to hear a story, if you want to hear a story, clap your hands. If you want to hear a story, nod your head. If you want to hear a story, nod your head. If you want to hear a story, if you want to hear a story, if you want to hear a story, nod your head. If you want to hear a story, sit real still. If you want to hear a story, sit real still. If you want to hear a story, if you want to hear a story, if you want to hear a story, sit real still. All right, so our story today is Manny's Cows at the Niagara Falls Tale, written and illustrated by Suzy Becker. Can you imagine trying to take cows on a vacation? No, me either. Manny hated the last day of school. They should just cancel it, he grumbled. What are you doing for your summer vacation, Manny? Mrs. Kornitsky asked. The whole class looked at him. Well, you can't exactly go on vacation when you have 500 cows. What if you took them with you? Asked Mrs. Kornitsky. The class laughed. Manny thought. Then he thought some more, and pretty soon it was all he could think about. Bossy! Manny yelled. Bossy met him at the end of the driveway. We're going on vacation, Manny announced. Vacation? She scratched the spot on the top of her head. We're going to see Niagara Falls. See who do what? Asked Bossy. Not who, just what, Manny said. It's the greatest tourist attraction in the Northeast. The buses will be here tomorrow morning at 6 o'clock sharp, he continued, and we have a lot to do to get ready. I'm putting you in charge of the cows. Charge! Bossy yelled, and she hightailed it through the pasture. Bossy rang her bell until the cows quieted down, and all you could hear were the flies, the tall green grass rustling in the breeze, and lots of chewing. Manny is taking us on a trip. The news was not well received. Bossy rang her bell again. We have less than 24 hours to get ready, so I suggest you zip up and pack up. In the morning, when the rooster crowed, the moon and the sun were both in the sky. Manny looked over at the barn. The cows were filing out to the buses with their bags trailing behind them. Everything was going according to plan. The buses pulled out. "Aw, no! I forgot my sunglasses," said Beulah. "I'm bus sick," whined Flossie. "Are we there yet?" asked Buttercup. "I don't care whether we ever get there," Goldie exclaimed. "I'm in love with these little TVs." "And I am starving," cried Clover. "Everyone sit down," Manny shouted. "How about a song?" Bossy suggested. Singing can take your mind off all kind of things. She cleared her throat and began, Old MacDonald had a farm, A-E-I-O-U, and on his farm he had a cow, A-E-I-O-U, with moo moo here. Buttercup led the second verse, and on his farm he had a pig, A-E-I-O-U. All the cows joined for the chorus, with moo moo here and moo moo there, here moo, there moo, everywhere moo moo. They were halfway through the sheep verse when Manny jumped up. The singing stopped. Pigs do not moo moo. They oink. Sheep baa. And for your information, roosters cock-a-doodle-doo. Manny sat back down. The cows had never heard anything so hilarious in their lives. Manny couldn't take it anymore. Somebody stop this bus. I have to get off, he said. They pulled into the rest area. With 500 hungry, thirsty, cooped-up cows, it was not a quick stop. By the time Manny got them all back in their seats, his cows were ready to nap. The smell of warm milk and hay filled the air, and in spite of the racket, he fell fast asleep. Manny didn't know how long the buses had been stopped. When he opened his eyes, he sat up and shrieked, My cows are all gone! Relax, we're right here, Bossy said. But you could have warned us we were visiting the world's biggest faucet before we finished our supersized drinks. Oh no, not here. This is a state park. Manny covered his eyes. What about the ladies' room? He peeked. The line was 100 cows deep. Never mind. When they were done, Manny counted the cows off by 2s, 3s, and 4s. He had had enough number 1 for that day. Wait, somebody's missing. No one heard. They were all on their tours. Meanwhile, Manny searched low and high for his missing cows. He couldn't find her anywhere. I give up, he said as he stomped onto the bus. There she was. Come sit by me and watch TV, said Goldie. By the time he got Goldie out of her seat, the tours had wrapped up and the cows had discovered the official gift shop. The cashier rang up the bill. Manny had not planned to buy a single gift. This, Manny sputtered, this is not a vacation. Cow's ears twitched nervously. This is a disaster. Cows tiptoed guiltily out of the shop. We have to help Manny get out of this mess, Bossy said. They all put their heads together. Manny stepped out of the shop just in time to see Buttercup grab a barrel of milk, race to the top of the falls, and jump! There was a stampede at the bottom. Buttercup opened the barrel. Ladies, she licked her hoof, we're in the butter business. In no time at all, Manny's cows were up to their udders in orders for butter. Are you the Manny? A happy customer asked. You've raised some fine bovine. Next time Stan says he can't come camping on account of his cows, we'll just show him this picture, won't we, Irene? At the end of the day, Manny counted the money while his cows took down the stand. There was enough to pay for their mess and ride home in style. Bossy rested back on her elbows. Next summer, we should go to Washington. No, Hollywood, shouted Goldie. The moon, said Buttercup. Whatever happened to Buffalo roam, cow stay home, Manny asked. Well, we're glad you didn't take the chickens, Bossy said, or the rooster. With that, they all croaked "Bock-a-doodle-doo" and got to laughing so hard that the limo wriggled as it went down the road. The end. So, oh my! You know what that is? It is really long. It's a barge. It looks like maybe they have sand. Think that's sand? Something like that. Okay, you want to do Old MacDonald? We'll do it the right way, not the way the cows did it. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O, and on his farm he had a wolf, E-I-E-I-O, with a "ow" here and a "ow" there, here, "ow," there, "ow," everywhere, "ow, ow." Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O, and on his farm he had a turtle, E-I-E-I-O, creep, creep, here, creep, creep there, here, creep there, creep everywhere, creep, creep. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O, and on his farm he had, what is that? A bear. E-I-E-I-O, with a grrr here and a grrr there, here a grrr, there a grrr, everywhere a grrr, grrr. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O, and on his farm he had an owl. E-I-E-I-O with a hoo hoo here and a hoo hoo there. Here, hoo, there, hoo, everywhere, hoo hoo. Old MacDonald had a farm. E-I-E-I-O. And on his farm he had a bunny. E-I-E-I-O with a hop hop here and hop hop there. Here hop, there hop, everywhere hop hop. Old MacDonald had a farm. E-I-E-I-O. And on his farm he had a goldfish. E-I-E-I-O with a splish splash here and a splish splash there. Here splish, there splash, everywhere splish splash. Old MacDonald had a farm. E-I-E-I-O. I should have brought our groundhog puppet, huh? Maybe our new friend would have come out and checked him out. You think? So should we do another story, or should we say we're done for today? Done? Okay. Well, thank you for coming.